So since I didn't get to read these earlier, let's read these, but I'm going to save the game first. Documents. I don't know if we got any more, but we're going to look. Okay, maybe not. A letter of appointment signed Giorgio de Alapin. Oh. Hide. I think. Uh-oh. But who are you? What do you want? I barely even got to check out the place, unfortunately. Okay. Need a portrait of the suspect. Need a detective to solve her sister's murder. Find a trace of a family heirloom. Find a trace of the murderer. Former member, he's the guilty one. Mother of the suspect, innocent, is the woman who was looking for her son. Heloin's trusted assistant. Psychiatrist, he assists the police's specialist, sketches the psychological profile of the suspect. Knows Heloin, who's a detective. The O'Malley was killed the same way as the Whites. Oops. Now I'm gonna get hit with copyright infringement. That would suck. That's what sucks about things auto-playing. No, tell me... I have the lockpick set still, right? Because now I'm afraid I don't. Because it showed on the other one, like, automatically. Well, I don't know. Dang it. Gonna have to get it again because I messed up. Can't believe this happened, but it did. Okay, so I went to the wrong place the first time, so let's try again. Did we not get the lockpick? I'm so confused. Okay. So confused. He's supposed to be the only guy that has lockpicks. Why don't I have a lockpick? Like normally. Oh, duh. It's because you have to give the paintings. Oh, I have to. Okay, ugh. Oh. Something happened. Okay. There. No, not right there. I meant right there. Now let's try. Just checking it in several spots until I can figure out which spot it doesn't move in. It's not that one. Alright guys, I'm sorry that you can see the litter box in the background, but there's not much I can do about that. Eventually I'll try to figure out how to make this more appealing, but this personally isn't, like, it's a room that like I share with somebody else, so there's not really much I can do. There's like a bunch of junk right there that needs to get sorted through. It's because Reese used to sit there, and now she can't. But yeah, there's a bunch of junk in here, so that's not cool. But there's not really much I can do about it right this second. But hopefully soon. I know it's inconvenient, and I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't bother anyone too badly. But right now I've been playing Mortem, and I know it might not seem like it, but I do have a ring light now. It would be much darker in here if I didn't have this ring light, and I can show you that right now by just, let's see. And no, it's not going to show game yet because I haven't pulled it up. And if it's off, this is how much you would see me, and I wouldn't even have bothered. I don't, like, what? But, now this is the ring light, and it's better, a little bit. I'm gonna work on getting a better webcam, but, that'll be for another time. Right now, I'm just gonna use this one until the time comes. I can change the settings, which is, I can do, like, rainbow, and then, like, other ones, but you probably can't really see it so much. That's pink. Obviously white is the only one that works well in this light. Otherwise it's just too dark. Oh god, I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate the flashing ones. Just normal white, please. Mode. There. So, for the longest time I couldn't play this game because it wouldn't work on this computer. It can be hard to try to get to work. But, I got it to work, so I've been playing it the past couple days that I haven't had the internet, but I've been recording it, so, you guys won't miss anything on YouTube, but, Twitch has missed quite a bit. I just really want to play, and I want to stream it. So, if there's somebody that doesn't get the reference in my title, it's a Taylor Swift lyric, but, yeah. Make sure I have screen capture. Okay. I'm hoping this works because I don't know, one time I tried to stream this and it did not work, and it broke it, I think, so we'll see. I'm just gonna look. Okay, it's showing up. So what I'm gonna do is I don't know, what am I gonna do? Need a portrait of the suspect, police officer who enjoys a good drink. Needs a detective to solve her sister's murder, la la, we know that. He's the guilty one. Mother of the suspect. Okay. Dr. Alapin's letter, addressed to the private detective Jacques Helouin. The letter requires him to locate 2 swindlers who supposedly stole an object of great value from the home of Mr. D. Alapin. The address of the thieves, a brother and sister called Paul and Gracie Eaton, is included in the letter. D. Alapin promises to pay good money, as long as the affair is kept quiet and well removed from the eyes and ears of the police. This seems to confirm Helouin's story, at least in part. Sorry, I had a tickle. Hey, what's up? Extract from the autopsy report. I already read this before. Oops. Witness statements, read that. Murders at the Orphe. Okay. Oh, nah, that's okay. But, yeah, they can be annoying. But, I think I'm good. Have you been up to anything interesting? Let me see. Not really. I'm really bad at drinking on stream. Okay, maybe they don't talk. Because he didn't talk. There was subtitles, but it was weird. Okay. He doesn't have anything to say. No one here. I'm not sure what to do next, but we'll find out. Oh, nice. I love the X-Men movies. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Are you planning on going to see Beetlejuice 2 in the theater? I mean, nothing too exciting happened at work today. It was okay. Thank you for asking. I wish I could have done a bouquet or something, but none came in. Yeah. Okay. I get lost in here. Okay, now here's the exit. I'm just gonna try like everywhere until okay. I already talked to him. I have to keep turning my head to the right because that's where I see the comments, because this is in full screen. Orphe Hotel, I guess. Okay, well, I'm gonna look at the conversations because I want to know what was said between me and Jacques' mother. Who are you? What do you want? I'm a friend who has your son's best interests at heart, madam. Liar, I do not believe you. Jacques is not a criminal. Get out. He's not here. Scram. I'm looking for Halloween. I need to talk to him. My son has disappeared. I do not know where he is. He's a good boy, you know. He would not hurt a fly. Any idea where he may be hiding? Hiding? I swear he's not here. Why would he hide? I have not seen him for several days. I have no idea where he is. You're lying, Madam Halloween. Tell me where I can find your son. I mean no harm, on the contrary. I need to talk to him. You do not want to harm him? Can I trust you? Please understand Halloween has not done anything. He's afraid. That is all. He's not hiding, but he needs help. My son is up there. Follow me. McPherson, here again? You have got back your taste for life. McPherson says, Hewlett, I have a... Oh, wait, I already read that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love The Lost Boys. I watched Beetlejuice too, but it was a long time ago. Like, the first Beetlejuice. I didn't mean to say it like that, because, I mean, it's not even out yet. But that's cool. I'm glad you guys are gonna see it together. I'm just gonna look up a walkthrough just to see what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Touch the mic. I hate that button. Okay, I don't like this walkthrough of it. Hey, what's up? You're good, I understand. I think it was the Steam walkthrough that I was looking at before. Okay. Go up to Halloween's hideout. Okay, so I just have to go to his hideout. Oh, that is not a real door that I can go through. Oh, I understand that. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. It's been a minute since I streamed last. I missed it. Oh. Okay, I see. Oh yeah, I said I had a tickle, like I coughed. Who are the Eatons? Aw, thank you.
I came home shattered. During my absence, a certain Delpin had come by about some employees in our city. I knew that Delpin was a banker, that there would be plenty of money in it. I was dead on my feet. So I told my mother to call him back and tell him to get lost. That's when she showed me the check. So off I went again.
Okay. What kind of glitch? It's like completely empty. Okay, documents could not locate subject. Okay. Okay. Made it. I'm trying to see if that's better. A little bit. Damn mic. Okay. Okay, it says this is... Okay, maybe here. Those dirty kids, they roll around in the mud all day, and who scrubs? Old Muggins here. Muggins. Who are you? Can't you see I'm not here? If it is for the poor, I gave at the office. Dang, no, I'm not saying that. Are you done, Cinderella? You're blocking my way. Let's not say that. I'm Jacques Hellowen, private detective. I hate to be any bother, but I have a few questions to ask the Eatons. A detective? I knew they were shady, those two. With all the riffraff that Paul knocked about with, that Montparnasse bunch. In any case, they have split. Oh, yikes. Montparnasse? You mean people who live in the Montparnasse district, the artist quarter? Paul hung out with artists there. Anywhere in particular? The Alambic gang. That's where all the layabouts met. Birds of a feather stick together, as they say. Children playing. These bloody rascals really want to drive me up the wall. I have a floor to scrub. So you with the mustache, clear off or I will chuck you out on your ear. Well, I'll be. Here you are again. Those grubby kids are already driving me crazy. I do not need a mug hanging around watching me work. Clear off, or I'll make you eat my sponge as a snack. Mark my words. Oh, she's saucy. Okay. My mom's place. She has gone out again and locked the door behind her. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing to be found here. I think maybe we'll just try to go to the bistro. In the time he dressed up as an angel and he did not have a string in his bow. Baroness. Oh, sorry. Jacques Hellowen. Perhaps you could help me. Why not? Would you like a drink? Come on, do not be silly. I'm a modern girl. Come have a seat. You have never been here. I would remember your face. I'm curious to know what brings you here. Baroness. Pretty name. Your knight in shining armor left you alone in such a place? That's hardly wise. I am old enough to look after myself, but thanks for the thought. Not a problem. Today must be my lucky day. In my job, I usually deal with punks, not cute dolls like you. I'm a detective. Do you happen to know a certain Paul Eaton? The American? Paul Eaton, yes, I know him. He's been filling our heads with his stories for the past month. He and the owner are mates. Interesting story about Eaton. Is he onto something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, with guys like him, you never know what to believe. Okay, that's a shame. I was really hoping to find him here. To be honest, I went to his place before coming to the Alambic, and like magic, they disappeared. So I thought you might be able to help me. Oh yeah, I will. I'm open to it. I know, I'll definitely play with you guys soon. I know I've been saying it for a while. We do not really know what Eaton's doing in Paris. In the beginning, he said he was with his sister, a student. After a few binges, Mortem, blah blah yada yada. What about Paul? Does he come here often? You know, if he starts bugging you, it would give me more reasons to nail him. You know, Jacques, that Eaton smells like trouble. One day he turns up from God knows where with his little British accent after a few drinking sessions with Hewlett, the owner. He loses his accent. After that, he shows up here practically every day. More American than ever. Interesting story about Eaton. Is he onto something big? Did he give you any details? Mind you, with guys like him, you never know what to believe. I'm fond of you, Snoop. You know how to go about things. I'm going to help you. Paul Eaton was in Paris for a contract, a scam that would make him rich. His wife was his accomplice. Then he got the jitters. He's hiding now. Hewlett, the owner, definitely knows more. You will have to see him about that. Only thing is, he's not too fond of private snoops. Charming. I can feel that, like me. You are dying to know where Paul Eaton and his wife are. What was Paul planning to do after his job? Any ideas? Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. It's been 15 weeks. It feels like longer, but in a good way. Do you believe this bank heist story? Eaton must surely have been planning something. He could not have just given up like a complete idiot. It must be a diversion. It smacks of a wild goose chase. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean too. I didn't want it to like come across like wrong, because it's in a good way only. It's a treasure he'd hidden in his place. The woman took care of seducing him. Paul was there to pick the fruit when it was ripe. The owner Hewlett, he's also your friend. Would you be kind enough to introduce us? Hi. How are ya? Oh, there's a Lara Croft in the lobby. Damn it, this is too much. I am always one step behind. This time I will catch them before they slip away again. Bark. It is simple, Jacques. The owner went dashing off. He mentioned a restaurant. A restaurant, how fitting. I was planning on inviting you. But a restaurant in Paris? It is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Any idea which one? The only restaurant that we know of. I'm sure. And why would I know? Eaton talked about going out to a chic restaurant with his wife, but he did not even know which one. It was Hewlett who scribbled down the address before leaving. That is all you know, is it? In any case, someone as charming as you is always beyond suspicion. You again. It seems like you enjoy hanging around here. At your service now that we are acquainted. Okay. I already said that, but whatever. I was just making sure. Ciao, Snoop. Good luck. She said, ciao, Snoop. Okay. Well, if it's not my buddy Halloween, how's business going, Snoop? So, Emil, how's it going? Tell me the police would not have had anything on a certain Gregor Dialpin, would they? Don't you worry, Dialpin is not on my back. He's in my back pocket. Has he reported a theft or anything of the sort in the past few days? Preferably something that seems to be the cause of much frustration? And also, glad you're okay. As well. Earth to Halloween, you are dreaming if you think Dialpin would come to see me for a simple burglary case. He is tight with the big boss. If anything ever happened to him, it would stay between him, the chief of police, and the crook, who would probably stand a good chance of ending up in the sign, keeping the fishies company. It is almost a privilege to investigate for him. Strange that Dialpin did not make use of his contacts to sort out his little problems. The mouse cracks me up in this game. It's like in Still Life 1. Halloween, I'll keep in touch. We are pals after all. Give my regards to your mother. Does the name Eatons mean anything to you? A woman and man, brother and sister, Americans. Eaton. Let me think. No, I have nothing under that name. Are they dangerous? Do not you worry about me, Emil. With that little Grace Eaton is in the bag. But I prefer to check out the company I wish to keep before involving myself. Get my drift? Halloween, you must be the only bloke in Paris who uses police records to pick up girls. Listen, if I hear anything about a young single criminal, I'll let you know. Goodbye, Emil. See you later. That is right. Let honest folk work. Where do you think you're going, eh? You going to walk over me to get in here? Some people have got work to do. Telephone lady, that is what I call service. I will call. Okay. Right? He's just a little cold. Oh, that's good. She didn't kill you this time. Okay, so I did miss a little area at the Eaton's apartment. There's a ball right here. Okay. It says something about throwing it in the pot on the windowsill, but it's not working. Okay, maybe you have to stand this way? Yeah. Little rascals, wait till I catch you. Poor thing, she can't even move that fast. Hey, not my flowers, my beautiful flowers. Wait, they are going to see what I'm made of. Time to sneak in. Strange. Yeah. Oh dear, what a mess. Mrs. Evelyn, you have some cleaning to do. Wow. Okay, a boat ticket. A locked safe. They probably got the key with them. Bistro Alambic. Notes on the Brotherhood. A letter written in English by a woman. Appears to be information on an organization called the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross. The names of D. Alapin, Demoulin, and Dr. Kaufner are mentioned. The Brotherhood, an apparently harmless esoteric fraternity, influenced by the Templars. A dozen members, some very influential. I hope your Fortnite game's going well. Gregor D. Alapin is the leader, the Supreme Brother. He goes by the initials GDA. Dr. Frank Kaufner is the right-hand man, goes by the initial K. Moulin is the doorman at their meeting place. That's literally it. The notes were taken by Faye. She notes the success of her plan, which consists of pretending to be the reincarnation of a woman called Adeline who supposedly lived in the Middle Ages, thanks to her talents as a medium. According to Faye, D'Alpin and Kaufner both seem to have fallen into her trap. D'Alpin supposedly promised Faye could see the head of Baphomet. Once he had transmigrated, what does that mean? Okay. Okay, and then the business card. Okay, meeting hall of the BSORC. I really like the ambiance. Good evening, sir. Are you expected? My name is Halloween. I've come to see the master of the house. Would you introduce me, please? Sorry, sir. My master cannot see you. Right. Are you in charge here? Do you mind, as a pure formality, if I ask you one of two questions? Is this the Lodge of the Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross? Sorry, sir. I cannot answer your questions. I apologize. Your honorable members are naturally not under any suspicion. In fact, I'm seeking information about a young woman, Gracie Eaton, or maybe you've seen her brother, Paul Eaton, a big, strong fellow. They've been here. Sir is insistent. It would, however, be preferable if you withdrew. As doorman, you are in a position to know all the members of the club. K and GDA are both members, are they not? All information about our members is confidential, sir. I'm sorry. Mr. Dumoulin, I respect your position and the necessity of discretion. However, Mr. D'Alpin and Gracie Eaton saw each other more often than they let on. They even had a favorite restaurant they went to. Can you give me the name? It would be preferable if you asked Mr. D'Alpin that in person, when he's available. Mr. Dumoulin, time is of the essence. The integrity of your brotherhood is at stake. I must find the Eatons before there's a scandal. It is a famous restaurant, Chez Alexander, in the 8th District. Is there a menace looming? I'm sorry, sir. Even if I really wanted to, I'm not allowed to divulge any information. Eula is implicated. Who knows? He's a fence, is he not? I have brought you a little snack. Thank you. Just put it there. We will help ourselves. Okay, where was I? Ah, yes, the restaurant. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Chez Alexander. Do you have a reservation? I'm here to see some friends. 2 Americans, a couple, the Eatons. I hope I haven't missed them. I do not see any reservation under that name. Maybe they have reserved a table in another establishment. I'm sorry to insist, but I'm sure this couple knows your restaurant. A man and a woman. Americans. The woman has been here. Quite a looker. Goes by the name of Gracie Eaton. Now that you mention it, I think she came here, and she was with some guy or other. They even had a rather colorful exchange in English, and it was not all sweet nothings, I can tell you. But it is not the name you gave me. It was White, not Eaton. Oh. Well, if that is all you have, the Whites will have to do. Do you know where I can find them? I hope they're not too far away. This is becoming quite urgent. Are you sure these are the Americans you're looking for? You know Paris is crawling with Americans. If it is of any help to you, I remember this particular couple put their bill onto an account at the Hotel Orphy in the 8th District, an establishment undoubtedly all too respectable for them. I seem to remember that the lady had already been here with Mr. D'Alpin. Sometimes appearances can be misleading, you know, like the gentleman who joined them. Well-dressed, beautiful car, very, very high class. But he could have been a hoodlum, too, for all I know. It's hard to know who you can trust. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphy. How may I help you? Whites. I've come to see the Whites. Which room might I find them in? We do not give out such information, sir, not without the prior agreement of our client. Come on. It is not as if I'm asking for the moon. I just want to know if the Whites are guests at your hotel. Sorry, sir. I will not answer any questions regarding the Orphy's guests. I had you going there for a minute. The Whites really are guests at your hotel. Why, I never. I strongly advise you to leave this establishment before I call the authorities. And while we're at it, any chance I can get their room number as well? That is enough. I refuse to talk to you any further. You're not the first guard dog I have encountered, but you are certainly the toughest. I'll let you think about it. Do not worry, though. I'll be back soon. It is better that way, sir. What do I do now? Now what? If you want any leads about the Whites, wait for me at the Nantus. I'll give you some. This case is really beginning to get on my nerves. What can I get you, sir? A bottle, please. That will be 5 francs, sir. Alright, thanks and good day. Excuse me, sir. May I help you? Oh no, it is? I'm sorry to hear that. You're persistent. I've told you repeatedly that you were not welcome. That's great. You again. Okay. What do you want with the Whites? You look like someone who might be able to slip me some info about the Whites. This is what I like, helpful men like you. But careful, you will not get your dough until I have checked out the info. Why careful have 2 L's? I know how much info is worth, even to a private dick that is flat broke. Not that it will take a lot to make me happy. You do not become rich by being a hotel doorman. How long have they... Wait, the Whites. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, they're a couple. What is Miss White like? Is she hot? Yes, a tall guy and a beautiful dame, both of them Americans. They are definitely a couple. Slept in the same bed, bathed in the same tub. Never a dull moment, those whites, always leading the good life. That being said, I do not envy them. Cash can go to your head sometimes. You can tell right away. The whites are not very classy people. No manners. They think they can get away with murder. How long have they been at the hotel? They have only been in the hotel for 3 days. Since they never leave their room, it does not take much to figure out what they are up to in there. No, they have never set foot here before. Have the whites had any visitors since their arrival? Solitary types, if you ask me. They're not tourists. They hardly ever came out of their hole. They put everything on the hotel bill. Meals, clothes, alcohol. The room has been booked for a good month. The man went out a couple times in the night. Will you give me their room number? I'm going to pay them a little visit. Room 507, but you're out of luck. They are not there. Must have kissed and made up. The dame has dyed her hair red. Look, I've got other things to do, you know. It's not like your money is going to a life of leisure. You ought to hire a private eye.
Mr. What's going on? Even so, I would like to take a quick look. Room 507. Just a quick look. That's when I saw the most amazing thing in my life. I do not know if it was the smoke that blurred my vision, but one thing is for sure. That creature was not trying to keep them alive. And the damn creature saw me. I have fought in the war, I know, but I've never seen the likes of that. His eyes stared at me. I ran. Yes, I fled like a little kid.
There must have been something in the air because I fainted right after that. I came around later near the alembic. That is where you saw me. Mom, is that you? No. Jacques Hellowen. I'm arresting you for the double murder of the whites. Oh no. Believe me, I'm not the culprit. Speak to my mother. She'll give you the proof. Well, thank you for your help. What? Yes, I had you followed, and you led us straight to the culprit. Yikes. No, something's off. I've been tricked. Okay. Miss Blake, this is Gus McPherson. Can we meet? I would like to clarify a few points with you. Meet me in an hour at the restaurant Chez Alexander. We can talk there. Oh, it's like a... Okay. What is that? Okay. Extract from the autopsy report. Death was caused by decapitation in both cases. The death of the man preceded that of the woman. The broken bones in the neck suggest use of a fine but extremely sharp blade. Already read that. Telegram. Pinkerton National Detective Agency. Blake only child. Rich heir of dead husband equals no criminal record. Okay, so she doesn't have a criminal record. That's good. If I can be of any assistance, sir. Yes, Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave? You are mistaken. I'm not just any old visitor. I've come to make inquiries. Inquiries about the occult. Visitors are not admitted, sir. Would you kindly leave? The knowledge stored here would be impossible to find anywhere else. Even the Sorbonne bone is but a pale shadow of your great learning. Our library contains knowledge and secrets that cannot even be found at the Sorbonne. The Brotherhood of the Supreme Order of the Rosy Cross are the most erudite people in... Does your sealed-off library include books on magic, Kabbalah, divination, tarot, lost civilizations, Mu, Hyperborea, Atlantis, the Holy Grail, and alchemy? Sir, one must not joke with the occult arts. Alchemy, the great work. Alchemy, the magic whose practice led to the downfall of the Knights Templar. How does one attain this great work? Must one first become a Supreme Brother before contemplating all of its power? Like your SBGDA, your alchemist? You have an overactive imagination, sir. The Templars were knights in the service of God. All the historians agree. They never used magic, witchcraft, or alchemy. They were disbanded by a king who was in debt. He envied them their power. Come on, sir, do not go believing everything you're told. You do acknowledge that the Knights Templar truly existed. I'm quite prepared to discount the rumors of magic and alchemy. But what of the last of their mysterious treasure, the head of Baphomet? The head of Baphomet? Sir, you have no idea of the forces at work. It would be better if you stayed out of all of this. He looks freaked out. I shall not let myself be intimidated by your thinly veiled threats. A good many people in Paris are prepared to kill for this object, whether real or legendary. We do not want any more innocent people losing their lives. I will do my utmost to ensure that they do not. I am not going to weep for these innocent victims. That's what happens when you start poking around. You seem to know a little too much, Demoulin. Be careful with your threats. I'm not here to bother you. I already have a suspect for these crimes. But from what you have told me, I could easily have you charged with being an accessory. At the very worst, you might be sent to the nut house. What would the police do, eh? What would it gain? They will have to wait a long time for an order from the police chief. Leave before things get worse for you. I don't know if I messed that up or not, but find out. If you want to see me, Mr. McPherson, I imagine it's because you have made some headway. Actually, several new occurrences have come to light. Occurrences that require an explanation from you, Miss Blake. I do not understand, Mr. McPherson. What do you mean? There is one small detail in all this that you failed to mention. The head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you, Miss Blake? I do not know what you're talking about, Mr. McPherson. Should I? What I have learned totally contradicts what you said about the Whites. Who are they really? Ruby White was my younger sister and Regis White was her husband. I already told you, Mr. McPherson. I do not like to be taken for a fool, Miss Blake. Alright, I admit that I was not totally honest with you. What do you want to know? Ruby and Regis White never existed, not as you described them anyway. Who were they really? I do not have a sister, Mr. McPherson. Ruby White's real name was Faye Johnson, and Jerome Johnson was her real husband. I hired them. A terrible mistake on my part, but I am not responsible for their death. What were they doing in Paris? I want the truth, Miss Blake. They were supposed to retrieve the object that was stolen from me. Everything was planned in minute detail. They failed. Their death is a regrettable accident. In the course of my investigations, I was told about a much-coveted object, the head of Baphomet. Does that mean anything to you? The object has been in my husband's family for generations, Mr. McPherson. I did not lie to you. Gregor d'Alpin stole it from us. My husband, already weak from his illness, died of sorrow. I now want to retrieve what is rightfully mine and avenge the memory of the man I loved. Then you recognize the existence of this man, Gregor d'Alpin. Who is he, really? A madman, blinded by an obsession to possess a supposedly valuable relic, the head of Baphomet. By stealing it, he destroyed my life. D'Alpin led my husband to his death, my family to ruin. What exactly is the importance of this object, this head of Baphomet, and why is D'Alpin so anxious to get hold of it? I do not really know. My husband was very secretive about the value of the head of Baphomet. As for me, I simply want to retrieve what is rightfully mine. But D'Alpin and his lot venerate the relic, surround it with many legends, legends of immortality. As you grow old, these legends suddenly become a source of hope, a source of life and death. Who, in your opinion, killed the Whites? The Whites were criminals, Mr. McPherson. They made a foolish mistake. They are dead. Aside from their own carelessness, it can only be because of the man who is behind all of this, Gregor d'Alpin. Do you think the killer will strike again? He would do anything to achieve his aim, Mr. McPherson. Everyone who has crossed his path is in danger. The man is insane. He will kill again. You must understand that you're the only one who can stop him. We have to put an end to this madness. The object must be found before other heads roll. Why so many identities? They were professional con artists, Mr. McPherson. As soon as they occupied their room at the Hotel Orphy, they became the Whites, a rich couple on vacation. It was also the signal that they had pulled it off. I was supposed to take delivery of the merchandise. Unfortunately, they were killed in the meantime. Go and tell the police what you told me. Inspector LeBrun will be glad to help you. He will understand, I'm sure. You still not have understood. The police do not want a part of this. That's a tragic story, Miss Blake. Why didn't you tell me the truth from the outset? I was alone in Paris, confronted by a fearless enemy. I had to act quickly and discreetly. If you had refused to help me, Mr. McPherson, I would have had no one else. I did not want to be dishonest with you. Supposing I refused to continue the investigation, I agreed to work for you. I will see the job through. You see, we can reach an agreement, Mr. McPherson. Mac, you disappear for ages and then turn up without warning. You must be after something. Baroness, you are my little green fairy. With everything we've been through together, I know you will always be here for me. You're the only person in Paris I can trust, so... Still the same sense of humor. I see the Parisian air inspires you. No, seriously, you really are the only person I can trust. I have one or two questions that I need you to answer. Mac, you know full well I would not refuse you anything. Ask, I'll find you the answer. I'm asking you to be careful. This business is complicated and more dangerous than it seems. Anyway, I'm off. See you soon. Oh, dang it, no I'm not. I need to ask her a question. Ciao, Mac. Take care. Mac, I'm going to start thinking you can't do without me. Did I forget something at your place? I need a small favor. I have to infiltrate the Brotherhood and I need a fake letter of introduction. Can you write me one using this letter? No problem. Come by later. Your letter will be ready. Do you remember the other night before you came round to my place? I had some complications. That guy who got away from me. Well, I caught up with him, but I need to know if you have seen him here before. Hellowen. Jacques Hellowen. Yes, well, I think it was the same. He came asking questions a few days ago. I do not know. Those beautiful eyes of yours surely saw a beautiful stranger, especially an American. Do you remember a guy at the Alembic going by the name of Paul Eaton? It is funny you mention it. Another detective came and asked me the same thing a few days ago. Good-looking bloke, that P.I. Nice mustache. Yes, I remember Eaton. He was hanging out with the Alembic crowd last month. Baroness, it's vital you tell me everything you know about Paul Eaton, and I warn you, everything he's told you is probably lies. I think that his name is also a fake. He was not very chatty, Polly boy. I must say he did not speak French very well. All I got was that he was in Paris with his sister, who I never saw. He hinted once or twice that they were on to something big. Loads of cash, easy work. You know, Mac. Now that I think of it, Paul Eaton was definitely the dodgy type. I think I had better warn you. This Paul Eaton is mixed up in some dirty business. I just hope the boss, Albert, did not trust Eaton too much. Paul and Old Man Hewlett? Of course they knew each other. They even got really chummy. Have you seen anything of Paul Eaton since? No point getting all jealous, Mac. You're the only American in my heart. I've not seen Eaton here again. And as for Albert, the owner, I've no idea. I suspect Paul pulled off the scam of the century and fled to Borneo. Hewlett, the boss, is he here? Maybe he noticed some things that you missed. You know, you might have been too busy staring at that tall, dark American to notice anything peculiar about him. Albert is not here. I was supposed to meet him here this morning, but he's not come by today. You know, Mac, Albert Hewlett has not changed. He's as weird as ever. If I see him, I'll tell him you're looking for him. Oh, that's awesome. Go, Nick. I'm happy for you guys. Okay, I just have to leave and come back. I need a letter of introduction. Is it finished? Here it is. As I have already told you several times, sir, you cannot obtain any information here. As the doorman, I am responsible for the security of the premises. Well, I have something for you. Okay, hold on. It's not that. Okay. No, not that. Oh no, not the dent. Thank you, I appreciate it. It shouldn't be much longer than I'm playing this game, honestly. I don't think it's very long. But I hope you have a great sleep, and I hope that, your head feels less sore when you wake up. Thank you for catching my stream. I appreciate it. I tried. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Hotel Orphe. My name is Isidore Petit. What can I do for you? When the Whites returned on the night of their death, did you notice if a car dropped them off? A smart car. I do not remember the make. Who Who knows? I was here at the desk. Mallet was taking care of the door. Actually, he saw to all the doors. He was a doorman. One good reason why all the locks throughout the establishment ought to be changed. Mallet is no longer with us, and nobody knows what he has done with the master key. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir. The man you identified is called Hellowen, Jacques Hellowen. Can you confirm your statement? Hellowen, that's a funny name, and a private eye to boot. Now I'm surprised. Quite a turnaround, is it not? That's definitely why he came in here. No mistake. As for what happened to him afterwards, I have no way of knowing. You saw him use this phone? Who did he speak to? Yes, I can confirm that he did try to make a call, but I have no idea who to, especially since he did not manage to get through. At one point, did Hellowen telephone? Oh, this was well after Mallet's departure. Actually, it was just before he himself left. See, he tried to make a call, then he left immediately afterward, without a word of thanks. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I think, is turn off my camera for now.